Next up, we'll be talking about depression and dream recall. So there's been studies done where people who are depressed can have apparently as low as a 50% lower dream recall rate than the average adult would, plus their dreams tend to be a lot less vivid. And then this next part here really caught my attention. So it says, among the depressed, REM seems to come on a lot earlier and last a lot longer in the early sleep cycles. So something I've always noticed about my own personal practice and always thought was weird is that I seem to dream long early in the night. Now it's not all the time, definitely my dreams get longer as, I get later into the night and I get through more sleep cycles, but pretty often I can have long dreams early on in the night where even a lot of my like more longer, meaningful, funner, more memorable lucid dreams have come early in the night. Plus, it's very easy to tell, how long you've been in a dream when, if you've only been asleep for 2 hours and you wake up and you look at the clock. And plus, once you're, as you get more used to the practice, you can really get a pretty good gauge about how long you've been in the dream. So, I'll be in a dream. I know it's been like 30-ish, 30 plus minutes. And then I wake up and look at the clock and it's like, an hour and a half later. I'm thinking like, man, how come I was dreaming so long when all the literature and stuff out there says that shouldn't be the case? Now, am I clinically depressed? I don't think I am. I mean, I ain't always up here. Sometimes I'm down here, but it just really stood out to me because let me know that it's possible when, I've always wondered why that seemed to be the case for me when all the literature out there seems to be saying otherwise. Then it also says this, people who are depressed, their dreams tend to grow more unpleasant as they get later into the night, which of course would suck because if you're in a bad dream, that's terrible. And then if you're spending more and more time in dreams as you go through more of the sleep cycles, that's not a good thing. But then people who are, in non-depressed people, it tends to be the other way around, where if you're going to have unpleasant dreams, they tend to come earlier in the night. Then as you get later into the night and you get into these longer REM cycles, dreams tend to get better. And so next up, we'll actually be talking about negative dreams because there's been some studies done in the past where like apparently their findings were that dreams are overwhelmingly negative. So since reading that, I've been actually watching my own dreams to kind of see why that was the case, because even that doesn't seem to be the case for me. Every time I talk to people about their dreams, they don't tend to tell me that the dreams are overwhelmingly always negative either. But something I have noticed is that my more negative type of dreams, they really do seem to come earlier in the night versus later in the night. And really like most of my negative dreams, they tend to be just like me being really irritated or like me being mad at my kids or something like that. They're not really all that nuts, because when we get to the next video, you'll see how like some of the classic signs of dreams are just like, they just don't sound any fun.